All right, welcome to the EJ Pro Pick'em Show. This is broadcast number 17. We'll be previewing games from Week 16 and upcoming games from Week 17. I'm your host, Dennis James. I'm here today with Derek Arnold, show contributor, and also my producer, Lawrence Jones. Today we're going to talk about, like I said, we're going to preview some of the games that happen from Week 16. We're going to look at some of the playoff matchups, like the playoff scenarios. If certain teams win, who's in, who's not. We'll talk about that, and we're also going to talk a little bit about the Pro Bowl selections, and we may get into a little bit of pick'em playoff talk too if we got time. But we got so much for the show today, so I'm not sure about that. But first, before we get into anything, let's go into the big scoreboard. Okay, welcome back. First of all, we got to give props to Jamie Norris again, winning the round this week, going 12-4, 144 points. Jamie has stepped his game up over the last 4 or 5 weeks to pretty much blow you two guys out the water in the other division. But not only that,
he's still the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Not only that, but he's got himself in the number 2 position in the power rankings, and a good chance to win the whole thing in the regular season. I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but Jamie has gone 43-21 over the last 4 weeks, tallying 497 points, and that's the highest total in the league over that span. He's won the division 2 weeks in a row and 3 of the last 5 weeks. Others we need to talk about. My dad won again this week, unfortunately, so I'm going to hear that all week. He won in the independent conference, his second conference win, and his 4th division win. Got to talk about Sergio Jones, who got his 1st division win. He actually picked that San Diego Tennessee game on the head. Yeah,
25
that was
points.
A blowout.
Yeah. But he always picks that way. He always picks 25 and 30 for every game. I don't know why. But it finally paid off for him this time. He always picks blowouts, so it paid off for him this week. Daryl Nelson, we're going to talk about who most years will probably be Rookie of the Year, but because of the year David Thomas is having, Daryl is 11-5, 120. He was 11-5, 121 points this week. He had his 5th division win, which is more than David when he has 4 in the same division. But David had the better year overall. Mike Rose is starting to get hot also. He's won the division 2 weeks in a row, and then he won the old FedEx division last year. And then Terry Williams is right behind Jamie Norris lately. He's gone 43-21 over the last 4 weeks with 479 points, and he's moved up into the 6th place in the power rankings. So and that's the other thing we want to talk about real quick. Look at the division races here. In Classic Division, I got that locked up. Unless I have a real bad week. I got a 50-point lead, so I'm not too worried. Zion Division, Tyrone Higgins is about to win his fifth Zion Division title. But in the Rice Division, Eric Clark has an outside chance. He's 37 points back behind David Thomas. Good week, he can get him back in there. Some division, I ain't gonna talk about that. I'll leave you guys alone.
Jamie, don't turn in your picks.
You already turned them in, actually. You already turned them in. Old FedEx is pretty much locked up. Derek Taylor has an 80-point lead. But the last division, FedEx division, this is probably unprecedented. You got 3 people within 3 points going into the last week. That's never happened before. Terry Williams leading right now. Tim Bushner and Rich Messer 2 and 3 points back. It's going to come down. It could come down to wins because it's so tight. And Terry Williams has the FedEx right there, so that's going to be interesting to see who pulls that off. But I guess question for you guys: well, why did Jamie blow you guys out the water? What happened?
Shoot, ain't nothing. He's just hot right now, but like a true Cleveland fan, he's gonna fade in the playoffs. So
he's a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, he's Browns.
Well, the Browns are making the playoffs, so he may be all right. He may be all right.
I'm not worried because I have the feeling that people are going to pick against Arizona again, and Arizona's going to proceed again.
And you're in better shape going into it this year than last year. So
yeah, I was terrible going into the playoffs last year, and I finished 2nd or 3rd overall.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to the key games from Week 16 involving the picks. The first game was Chargers at Tennessee. This game screwed me up because I thought the Chargers had already clinched the number 2 spot. I didn't realize that New England had moved up and had a chance to catch them. So I thought the Chargers were going to arrest everybody. So that's why I picked the Titans, and it kind of came back to bite me. But 17 out of 42 people picked the Chargers in this one. I think a lot of people thought the Chargers were doing the same thing, resting their guys. Plus Tennessee had been hot too, but right now I definitely think everybody thinks right now the Chargers may be the hot team in the league, the way they're playing. Next key game for the fourth week in a row, the Browns has been a key game. 22 out of 42 picked the Browns this week. That was the median game, and they came through. This is the first time all year I picked them, and they actually won. Houston at Miami was the next key game. Only 4 people picked Houston in that one, and I think we all know about Houston's. It comes time to clutch time, they always fall apart, but they came through. They came through Sunday. This is one of the games Jamie Norris picked. That's one of the reasons why he was able to pull it off. And Mike Rose also picked it, and that propelled him to division win. And then Baltimore-Pittsburgh was the other key game. 19 out of 42 people picked Pittsburgh. There were 8 10-point bonuses handed out in that one. And then the final one, the Jets over Indy. This one probably screwed up a lot of people because Indy had like a 7-point lead in the third quarter, and he started to rest everybody. And of course, the Jets ended up winning off of that. Who was the quarterback that came in? Painter?
Curtis Painter.
Yeah.
Curtis Painter.
For, was
From
it
Perdon't?
Perdon't?
Yeah. So I don't know how many turnovers he had, but he came in and had like 3 or 4, and then he just pretty much ran away with it from there. But 6 out of 42 picked the Jets. 4 of those 6 finished in the top 10. So that was another key game. When we come back, we're going to do a review of those games. I don't know how many games you guys had to solve on the weekend.
Just a couple.
It's a couple. I got to see a lot this time though. So, but we'll talk about those when we come back.